the house, the one they talking about, word of mouth. The Boxing PlayHouse, without a doubt. All the latest and greatest boxing news, that's what it's all about.
What's up, what's up? This is Sakura A and Emilio Santana.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
And this is Boxing After Dark. But it's also a special event. You know that's right, because we are at the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame weekend, baby. And I can't wait because we got some exciting fights to see next week. And it's all or nothing with TNK Boxing and Dibella Entertainment. So are you ready?
So ready. So excited about this weekend right here. It's been a long time in the making. You know, it was postponed back in June, and now it's finally jumping off. So the fighters are coming in. We had the weigh-in today, you know, so that was exciting, getting to see a lot of the fighters. Everybody's hyped. Everybody coming in, you know, champions, former champions. I'm sure it's going to be some legends in the house, so it's going to be an exciting weekend. PNK Promotion, Dibella Entertainment, so, hey, it's going down this weekend.
Oh, my God. Did you see Clarence Booth, Mr. St. Pete?
Oh, thank
I mean, he made weight so easily. I thought it was going to be a hassle for him to go from 147 down to 140. I mean, easy peasy, just like that. I mean, I was so impressed with just, you know, his physicality.
Yeah.
And then we got to see Kaylee Reese.
Kaylee Reese.
Yes. I mean, she looks 10 times better in person than she does online, as we saw her last week on our Boxing PlayHouse broadcast.
Yeah.
But she came to fight because she was all them smiles from last week was completely gone.
Yeah.
And she had a target, and that target was the undefeated opponent of hers, which, you know, I love this lady. She looked like she was in top shape too. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be an amazing bout. Her name is Candy Crush Wyatt. So I mean, that is going to be for a WBA championship,
right?
Ladies version, of course.
I think they're fighting at welterweight.
Yes, and then we had Taz Brown, TNK Boxing Promotion fighter. I mean, she's ready for her like come up right now. Like she's looking at everybody like they meet. I mean, I'm ready to see these ladies throw down. And we had a third female fight to come off too. I mean, which I'm like, can't believe it. It's 3 ladies bouts on the same card. I mean, I know you with it because we know how you like ladies.
And it's ladies' night tonight.
It is ladies' night tonight. It could be ladies' weekend. I mean, but I'm sure Mr. St. Pete might have an issue with that. He probably is going to steal the show. Here's our main event. He is also a TNK Boxing Promotions fighter. And who else are you looking forward to on this card, Emilio?
I'm looking forward to seeing Taz get back in there and do her thing. She was in phenomenal shape. I don't see an ounce of fat on that girl. That girl is trim, ripped, ready. So I'm excited to see her, my man Clarence Booth. I want to see him, Mr. St. Pete. I've been wanting to see him for a while, so
I can't believe you don't forgot one of our favorites.
Yeah.
And he's new to TNK Boxing.
Yeah.
No. You forgot our favorites, which is Jose Ocasio.
Oh,
that is Jaws. I mean, how you gonna forget about Jaws?
I was getting the Jaws.
I don't know. You was taking too long for me because I'm so excited. You know.
I was getting the Jaws and the Bone Man.
Yeah, Bone Power. He's amazing too. I'm like so hyped up about this. Let's go ahead and give everybody that's in the Tampa Bay area the lowdown. Because if you don't have your ticket yet, I'm gonna need for you to go ahead and go on to TNK Boxing Promotions event page and look up the Hall of Fame, and you'll see that tomorrow night, November 6th, it's going down right here at the Marriott St. Petersburg Clearwater location. So you can just grab your ticket real quick. So, and you know, Boxing PlayHouse, we're going to be in the house. And we're going to have these Hall of Famers. Of course, you know, we got the beautiful Dahlia. And we got, and then we got Left Hook, baby. Jeff Lacey getting it. He getting that ring this weekend. So I got to see all this. And then we got our ref, which is, let's see, Lombardi Jr., and Bonnie Canino. Bonnie Canino is getting it. See, this is what I'm really excited about. I'm excited because, we just started adding females to the Hall of Famers list, like 3 years ago or 2 years ago.
Even the trainer
with Christy Martin. So
even Keith Thurman's trainer, Ben Getty.
Oh yes.
Getting award.
You think we could see Keith Thurman? Is that what you said?
One time might be in the building. Who knows?
One time is not gonna miss his favorite, adored trainer. He's not gonna miss his day. So I'm thinking we're gonna see Keith Thurman in the house this weekend too.
And I'm sure he want to see his boy Clarence Booth in action too. So.
Absolutely, same gym, St. Pete Boxing Club.
He's tight with Jeff Lacey, so the guys all come out of that St. Pete Boxing Club. So
yeah, that's a good point.
Man, a lot of them guys should be here. Winky Wright, Carver, Jeff, give Jeff Lacey some support. So
well, guess who else is in the house? Guess who else?
Nate Campbell.
Okay, I gotta commentate with Nate. The Galaxy Warrior. I understand that, but no, we're not talking about him. Look, my daddy's in the house, all the way from Louisiana. That's the biggest star. That's the huge. Look, he is a mega star. Okay, he flew in from Louisiana just for this weekend. So if you want to meet my dad and tell me how much I look like him, maybe you can come on down and check us out this weekend. Now. We got some other important news. You ready for this?
What's that?
Well, AB, yes, the problem. AB, you guys, if you haven't seen this video, you have got to Google it because I was sitting up there looking at this video and I was like, where? I was grabbing for my popcorn. Right. He's in court, guys. And the judge is like, well, what you do with all that money you was flashing on IG? And he's like, oh, I'm broke. People give me money and they cash out me. And
AB said he got friends that send him the money.
I got friends too, but they don't send me no money. AB, come on, tell me what's your secret. I have to know. But anyway, the judge wasn't hearing any of that. Oh no. This sister was like, you can take that up with your attorney. Because right now, I'm not buying it. So anyway, we wish Broner the best. I actually like Broner. I can't help but like Broner, And I'm hoping that he does get back in the ring soon. Because there's some matchups that I am actually somehow am looking forward to him fighting. So
he told the judge he was coming back in January to try to pay off some of that money he owed. So he got to start getting in shape.
Did you see? Regis Prograis, congratulations on his new baby. After fighting this last weekend, he actually made it back to Texas in time enough to see the birth of his baby. So we want to wish him congratulations. But he also tweeted, this guy's messing up my money. Talking about AB. Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm like, aha. So PBC is trying to make this fight.
Right. I'd like to see that fight. Prograis came in and he did his thing. He beat a undefeated guy. The guy was out of the Mayweather camp that he stopped. Caught him with a nice left. I think it was a nice left hook over a jab. So Prograis looked good. Got the win. Got on the road. Got home and right there for the birth of his new baby. Yes,
and he even posted the baby being born on his Twitter. Yeah. So it was just such a miracle just to be able to see that. Yes, and now we got baby Rougarou. That's it.
Rougarou.
Yes. Okay. So let's see who we got here. We got Brian Meadows. Brian says, Clarence is a hard worker. He's focused.
Right.
Absolutely.
I believe that.
I believe it too. And then we got Teton. Is that Tetron? Thon? What? Is that Dom or Thon? He says something.
Wyatt. I can't even say
Tom, I guess the H is silenced, but he says harder. I'm not really sure what that means. I'm scared to tell him. Yeah, I'm scared to find out what he's trying to say here. All right, let's see who else we got. We got Rocky. Rocky says, hello, Boxing PlayHouse.
Rocky, what's up, Rocky?
And you know what that leads me to? Like, if you guys want us to read your comments, we need you to put hashtag BPH beside your comment, because that always helps us too. And we got Balron, he says hola, and my classmate Tanisha, she says hey Sakura, and I say hey girl. Thanks so much for all your support, Tanisha.
What
And then
about
we
me,
got
Tanisha? You ain't gonna tell me hey?
what? Okay, she said that in spirit. She was thinking hey Emilio too.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna keep going. Clarence, our resident fan, guys, he's en route to Florida right now, and he'll be here tomorrow for the Boxing Hall of Fame's first night of fights with TNK Boxing Promotions and Dibella Entertainment.
Wow.
So, I mean, with that being said, I'm like really excited. And okay, before I get to what I feel is going to be the best part of the weekend and the best part of the fights, I forgot to tell you guys about Haney and some of the stuff that he's telling us about his weekend. I mean, I really don't have much to say about it other than like, what? Okay, well, first of all, Haney is saying that Lopez is trying to make, well, top rank is trying to make people, the fans, think of Lopez, Teofimo Lopez, as the undisputed champ. And I told you a couple of weeks I had a problem with that undisputed title. And you didn't pay me no attention.
Wow. Sorry.
I believe you need to say sorry to me because I tried to tell you, like, how are you undisputed when there's so many people in that division that neither Lomachenko or Teo fought?
Right.
Now, where I'm used to is when you say you're undisputed in your division, which is lightweight, that means you're undisputed. Like, there's nobody that has any claim to say that they are on top except for you.
Right.
Which means you had to fight.
Right.
Most everybody. Or the man you beat fought and beat somebody else that was top. But that didn't happen because we still got Haney out there. We got, Javante Tank Davis that just won this weekend.
Got Ryan Garcia.
Ryan Garcia is still out there. I mean, Ryan Garcia, he's up and coming still. He has the Campbell fight coming up soon, next month, as a matter of fact. And, so we're going to wait and
Lomo
see.
in there too. Lomo still.
Lomachenko is still in division. For the moment, he might drop back down still because that's what he was planning on doing. But I'm saying, like, Ryan Garcia, we're going to see what he's made of when he fights Campbell, Luke Campbell, coming up next month. Because, that's the only way that we can see just how talented he is. Right. It's when he step it up a minute. Now, as for Javante Tank Davis, we know that he just had a huge, gigantic win with a uppercut KO this weekend.
Man,
so Leo Santa Cruz, oh my God, all my love to you. You know what Leo was doing? Leo did the exact opposite of what everybody was telling him that he should do. Or he did the exact opposite of what all of the fans and analysts, everybody was saying, oh, he needs to stick and move. He needs to stay on the outside. He needs to use his reach. He needs to do this and that. And what we saw was Leo Santa Cruz in the pocket, going toe-to-toe with this huge puncher. And you know what? He was looking good doing it. Right. Like, he wasn't, like, looking bad. I even had some people that was basically saying that they felt like, Leo should have been like either like tied or was only one round behind on the scorecards. So tell me what you think about that analysis of the fight. Like, was Leo close to you before the KO?
I thought Leo was doing a good job. I thought he was staying in the pocket a little too long. I thought he should have, got his shots off and moved around, stepped around Tank a little bit. I kept saying that, he's staying a little too long, and I think that's where he got caught. Got caught in that corner, on the ropes, and Tank is a master at sneaking that uppercut. He's probably one of the best dudes out there right now throwing that uppercut, reminiscent of a young Mike Tyson. He just snuck that uppercut in there one shot and it was over, man. And
I mean, but you gotta admit that 6th round was epic.
yeah,
I mean, that was like action from the beginning to the end, and Leo was giving it. He was taking down. He was taking some punches, but he was giving it and dishing it out too. And that sucker was smiling. And when he got KO'd, they had a picture that was all over social media of him like smiling while he was knocked out. I was like, this man is so nice. He can't even like.
He's such a good dude, man. I was even rooting for Leo. We met Leo a few times, and such a nice dude. But he'll bounce back and be back. Leo's a great dude.
Absolutely. I mean, Leo will be back. Do you think he should try again at 130 or go back down and wait?
I think he should, drop back down to his weight class.
You think so?
Yeah, I think the lightweight division is a little bit out of his league.
But that'd have been 135.
Well, drop down to 130.
That's what they fought at, is 130.
Well, I feel like he should be a little, maybe a
you
weight
want to go down like super feather. It was super featherweight, so he'd have
to drop down to featherweight. You
want to see that Russell fight?
Yeah, go down, fight Gary Russell. Some fights down in that area. You got the guy, the Monster, who fought last week. He's kind of in that weight area down there. So it's some big fights down there. I think Leo would do better, than fighting that lightweight.
Okay, so we got Greg. He says, hello, Boxing PlayHouse.
Greg,
respect. What's up, Greg?
Shout
out to Greg, because he got some amazing pics. And he's like, just let us know how much fun he had, because he was actually there in the building at the Alamo Dome when the KO of the year happened. Well, you know what? Runner up, because I really believe like that Salido, that what's his name? Soleto?
Can't think of it. Them guys that knocked each other down.
It's a Z. Zalepo. I think
was the fight with about 8 knockdowns, with the guys were just trading knockdowns, and that last one was
shaking the table.
My bad. That last knockdown was maybe a knockout of the year candidate.
True.
And also the Dylan White Povetkin fight was also a knockout of the year
that was
candidate.
Another uppercut from the guys.
Knockout of the year candidate. So
okay, so we got, let's see, Greg Carey. What's up, Greg? He's from Boxing Elite, and he says should have kept Tank at the end of his punches. I mean, and we knew he could. That's the end of your punch?
That's what I was trying to say. I was trying to say Leo should have, kept Tank at the end of his punches, got his punches off, move around, don't stay in the pocket too long. I think he stayed a little too long. Was trying to show Tank, hey, I'm just as tough as you, and that's when he fell into the trap. Tank unleashed that uppercut, man, and it was over.
And then Greg also said, nice fights, PlayHouse coming up. Oh yeah, definitely, including the one that we're gonna be at right here in St. Pete, Florida,
now, at the Hall of Fame, y'all.
We're at the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame, so we're gonna have a really amazing night of boxing tomorrow night.
It also, we seen some robbery going on last night.
Okay, I want to get to that because I am pissed off for my man Sonny Primetime Dubison with that nonsense and shenanigans that they played last night on him. Yeah. And the thing of it was, see, you done got me all off on subject. Let me just, before we go to that, let me finish what we were talking about, which is Gervonta Tank Davis has, reportedly could have been involved with a hit and run accident this weekend. I don't think that we've gotten full confirmation that that is what took place, but there was a third party, a part of the accident that's saying he was in the car that ran the red light, causing the accident. Luckily, I don't think anyone was killed in the incident, and I just, praying that everybody that did get the small injuries, recovers quickly. Damn, Gervonta. I mean, that's all I want to say to you. Is like, what the hell? Come on. You just won. You just had an amazing night. You behaved yourself and conducted your business well all through and leading up to the actual fight night. What the hell are you doing? You didn't even make it through the whole damn weekend.
Damn.
It just make no sense. All right, so we're gonna leave him alone because it's allegedly, okay? It's still allegedly. Don't know for sure if it really happened or not. But if it did, those were my words, okay?
And I want to go back to the Sonny Duvison thing. Sonny, keep your
Okay.
head up, man. We rooting for you. You were robbed last night, brother, but you did a good job, man. So
I love Sonny.
yeah, so keep your head up, bro. You'll be back stronger than ever.
And I am ready because Sonny Duvison, you performed excellent last night. You was tearing that man got his ass beat, okay?
Yeah, Sonny almost stopped him too.
Almost. He just
Two
see
punches.
that he needed to stop him in order to
Yeah.
get the decision.
Sonny was like 2 punches away.
You know, that's something that they do with Florida boxers, it seems like, where you gotta like knock these people out in order to get the damn decision.
Right.
I want them to stop messing with my Duvison now. That's just not gonna work because it's prime time.
Okay.
All right, so Greg Carey says, yes, we did awesome. He did awesome. And
You want
let's
to talk about
see.
the Loach at all?
Hold on. Let's see. We got John. What's up, John? Boxing
John.
PlayHouse. Thank you.
What's up, John?
And then it's Greg again. No, I wasn't there, but my team was. That's amazing. I love you guys and the work you put in. Awesome work. And I salute you both. And we salute you.
Yeah.
I mean, one day we might be boxing elite.
Yeah,
We might be boxing elite in a minute or two.
I'm already, Greg already know I'm fan with him. So, Greg, we appreciate you, bro. We gonna hook up in one of these cities, man. We gonna get together, brother.
Well, that would be nice. And okay, so what are we going to talk about next? You said?
I didn't know if you wanted to talk about the Loach. I boy the Loach last night.
Justin Jip Deloach was in the fight with a was he a Ukrainian or a Lithuanian? A former Russian. Okay, a former Russia fighter. So basically, I mean, he was doing a lot of like punching and a lot of power behind his punches. And at first, Deloach was standing on the outside. He was moving. He was showing him, giving him the type of fight that this newbie Olympian, though, needed. And then all of a sudden, the guy, he started really breaking him down a lot to where he was not able to withstand, you know, a lot of those punches anymore. Right. So, I mean, we're going to wish that Jip is okay. And we know he'll be back with PBC soon. And I can't wait. Now, he was, just to be clear, he was fighting at 147 as a newly weighted welterweight. But normally he's at junior middleweight. So I don't know if that had an effect or not, but I'm ready to see him again.
Definitely want to see Justin Deloach again. Cool dude.
Yes.
You know, he'll be back.
He better. I might want to try that he might want to try that weight again though. For 154.
The dude he fought was tough though. That
dude was super tough. You right about that.
Man. He was with Freddie Roach, wasn't he?
Yes, he was with Freddie Roach.
On the wild card gym, so
we already know Freddie Roach.
That's a tough dude right there.
Yes. And the only fighters that Freddie Roach want in his camp, they better have some damn power or he ain't got time for it.
We also got, before I forget, we got Luis King Kong Ortiz fighting this week.
Oh, yes. Those was also some of the fights that Greg was talking about. So, okay.
King Kong.
So, we had King Kong returning to the ring, and we also have Haney down in Miami. And then,
Gamboa.
Yes, which, you know, that's a big nothing burger for me. I'm sorry. Like, really? I guess if he knocks out Gamboa quicker than Tank was able to, then we establish some type of link as far as possible Haney, Gervonta Tank Davis, you know, comparisons. But I mean, I can't watch it just for the sake of I really want to know who's going to win. Like last weekend with PBC's amazing fight card. I mean, it was pay-per-view, Showtime. People thought, no, I don't want to pay for pay-per-view. It's not that good, blah, blah, blah. And the entire card was like KO Central. So, I mean, I don't want to hear nothing. These are the type of fights you get when you're willing to pay the $75. I'm saying 75 because we know 69 is not coming back.
Man, that first fight, I'm trying to think of the guy's name. That first fight.
Oh my God, they were all such amazing cards, but they was like some killers on that card.
Dude that came out in the first round and with the pressure, and he let it rip, man, and stopped dude in the first round. I can't think of his name, but he's down there in that weight class with
Yeah. I can't think of anybody from that card right now because
it was a night full of action though. It was
I
all
was
knockout.
excited, like just excited, period. You know, like and Pro Grade, he did come out and show out with his left hook. Oh my God, he took homeboy out bad. Like he rocked him so severely. And you know, congratulations. He gets a double congratulations for the baby, the new baby, and the win. So he just had an amazing weekend that he'll never forget, I'm sure.
Oh, definitely.
And it was his first PBC card, so I know they were impressed with that too. And then Carlos Morales with E. E is his son at welterweight. He's fighting soon. It's going to be in Orlando, guys. Hopefully we can get him on the podcast. I mean, Carlos, let us know if you can fit us into your schedule. Maybe next week, maybe.
What Carlos say? Straight set it off Queen Latifah robbery.
Oh, yes, Sonny Duvison. You right, Carlos. That was terrible.
Night. Sonny Duvison got robbed.
And then we got Clarence McClain. He says, it's turn up time, fam. Oh, you know that's right. We ready. We sitting here waiting for you, Clarence. We'll see you tomorrow, baby, because it's going down. It's going to be fight night, and it'll be New York in the house here in Florida.
Right now, Clarence. We in the building. It's going down all weekend long.
Well, you know what? Our guest just checked in. I see her waiting for us now. And this is a ladies' night edition on top of it, which fits in perfectly with the fact that we got 3 ladies bouts on this Florida Boxing Hall of Fame card tomorrow night, guys. So let's go ahead and bring Shamara Woods up so we can find out what's next on her plate, what weight class she's in, how much she loves Boxing PlayHouse. What's up?
How are you doing?
Oh, amazing. Wow, you look so pretty.
Thanks. I'm actually getting ready to go to work soon.
Oh, my goodness. Well, we got to hurry up, girlfriend. I need to know what you are up to. I mean, we're hearing great things about you in the amateurs, but we want to know what's coming up next for you and what weight class you think you'll be at for the professional bouts.
So honestly, throughout my amateur career, I fought between 132 and 141. A lot of people don't know, but I actually have fought in 2 different weight classes. I did very well in the 141 weight class as well. But I do prefer to be lower. I like going in as the bigger opponent. So for the pros, I do plan on staying at the 132 and possibly even dropping down to the 125.
Whoa, okay. Now, shoot, that 135, that's down there. That's Katie Taylor territory a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, well, I'm down for you getting them coins. I mean, I want some Katie Taylor money too.
Yeah, that would definitely be an aspiration to fight. You know, some of the best females in that ranking. I mean, as you know, there's not a lot of females in the division, so I'm excited to fight them all.
Oh, now that's a true champion. I like that mindset. I fight them all. See, that's that mindset you gotta have.
Line them up. That's what we say.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, you in the area? You gonna be down here for this Hall of Fame weekend?
I do actually have some fighters from my team that are fighting in the PAL tournament, so I'm actually going out there for this weekend. Yeah. So I'm actually going out there.
Well, we'll let you slide this time, but it would have been great to see you this weekend.
Definitely. Next time that there's a show going on, I would love to be out there. Unfortunately, it just kind of landed on one of the amateur shows and got to support my team, being the fact that I am with the new team.
Absolutely. We totally understand because we actually have someone that we're rooting for that's going to be in Orlando, too, for the amateur tournaments. His name is Javon Johnson. Wow. He goes by J3. I
I'm
think
not
it's
sure.
like that middleweight.
I'm not sure if I know who he is or if I'm
He's
familiar
friends with
with him.
Laura Ramsey.
Well, now also Shamara.
Oh, okay. I know Laura Ramsey and that
Yeah.
team.
Okay. So her female fighter, Taz is it Reese
Yeah.
Yes.
Brown? She'll be on the bout tomorrow night here. So we're
God,
gonna
I've actually
for
fought her a few
too.
times in amateurs.
Yeah. So we're gonna be excited because can you believe it? We actually have 3 female fights on
That
a
is amazing.
card.
Yeah.
It really is, especially to see, more women fighting, especially in boxing, because you see them a lot in MMA and the UFC and things like that. But just in boxing, women don't get as much recognition as they should. And
Mhm.
there's some nasty women out there.
Absolutely. And they put butts in the seats. They sell their tickets. They do everything the guys do. Half the
Exactly.
time, when we go to these local shows and not so local shows, I mean, the women steal the show.
Yeah. And a
You
lot of
know,
times, some of their fights are better than the men's.
yeah, definitely, because the 2 minutes makes it like where you got to get to work right away.
Always.
Now, how do you feel about that issue? Do you think 3-minute rounds are in the call for?
Honestly, I mean, being an amateur and being that I do fight open, we fight 3-minute rounds. So
Okay.
I'm honestly not sure why in the pros that they have women fight 2 minutes, because as an amateur, we're fighting 3-minute rounds. And when I fought on Undisputed, I actually fought 2 5-minute rounds. Or I'm sorry, 5 2-minute rounds. So I've been able to go the distance and I do know what it's like, but I definitely feel like they need to step it up and put women on 3 minutes in the pros, because we do it for amateurs and I'm fine.
I know what you mean. I know a lot of females that we speak to, they just say, like, we don't mind fighting 3-minute rounds, but are you going to improve the coins that go
Yeah,
along with that?
exactly.
So,
That's what it comes down to.
what do you say on that?
Yeah. I would love to see women get, more money. I'm all for women. I want to see an all women fight card.
That would be amazing.
Yeah,
That
we
was
want to see
really
like a
interesting.
Super Six for females, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ladies shine.
I think that'll make a lot of money too.
It would, and honestly, a lot of the fights are a little bit more entertaining because women naturally just, for some reason, when I see women fight, they just have that kill instinct. They're just go, 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 and they do not back down.
Well, we evil. That's why, like,
A little bit. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, a
just a
little
little
bit.
bite, just a little bite. So
Yeah.
we gotta, let them people know, like, hey, I'm better than you, like in this ring. So I think
Yeah.
that's where it comes out. We're more competitive almost in certain situations.
I feel like, because I know all the women fights I've seen recently, even with super bad, I can't remember her name, Sinisa, and the other Mexican girl, when they fought, that was a war.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of these fights now have been wars. I mean, we saw Ava Knight versus Crystal Hoy fight, and I was just like,
I
damn.
love watching that.
And Ava Knight, oh my gosh, you like, her punches, they sound just like a man's hollow,
Yeah.
thick punch that you hear in the audience. So we were like, dang, she can bang.
Yeah. It definitely is interesting.
Shamara, what's your favorite punch to throw?
My favorite punch to throw. You'll see me land my check hook a lot. That's probably my go-to. That's my favorite punch. I love throwing that. When someone comes in, that check hook usually always lands. So I'm definitely known for that punch.
Okay.
I like a good check hook though. I
Is
mean,
it?
it surprises people
Yeah.
and it shows them like that snap, like, oh, wait a minute, that gives them that notification. Like,
Yeah, it's like
get
it's one of those punches that it's like, hey, this is my ring. Don't come forward because I'm gonna give it to you.
right.
Shamara, is it true? Is it true
Mhm.
that blondes have more fun?
I mean, since I've dyed my hair blonde, I've definitely had some more interesting moments. So I think it might be a little true, but I still got the brunette going on in the back.
Still
So
got a little blonde going
Yeah,
on right here.
just
Still got
a
a little
little.
blonde.
I don't know. I think it might be a little true because I've definitely had some interesting times since I've turned blonde.
Yeah, it's like you have more fun, but you also have more situations where
A
you
little
might
bit.
have to use your skills on somebody, but you're trying to get a little too fresh.
That's
Sometimes
definitely
they
true.
see the blonde and they like, oh, she's frisky. Like,
Yeah.
pop yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, so Carlos Morales, one of our fans, and he has a welterweight son that's fighting on another card. I think the fight is no, is it the 14th of this month? I think
The one
so.
in Orlando.
Yeah, it's in Orlando too.
On Undisputed,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will be out there for those fights. I was actually supposed to
Yes.
fight on the card.
Okay.
But due to injury, and I didn't want to inform people, but due to an injury, I had to pull out.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
you got a
We're-
boo-boo.
Yeah, we're in recovery right now, rehab for the injury. We just didn't
Okay.
want to really broadcast it.
Well, you on the wrong place not to broadcast it.
Well, now it's okay. The time's come. Everyone's gonna know when I show up and I'm not fighting.
Well, true. They're gonna know you're not fighting, and I hate to hear about that because we'll probably be there to see Elijah. But he says 3-minute rounds, and it's deserved. That's what his dad says, Carlos. And then we see John, who's a judge here in the area for Florida and Alabama, I believe, both states.
John.
He says, "What's up?" Who are you talking to?
Oh.
I don't see no Ivan up here. So I don't know who that is. Okay, so then Carlos says, "I love her character." Dope. Okay. All
I
right.
appreciate it. If you when you meet me, I'm definitely me. You can't get another one.
Shamara, are you you either from New York or New Jersey, huh?
I'm actually from Chicago. Chicago's my hometown. Chicago. A lot of people mistake me and they think I'm from New York, but I'm actually from Chicago. I was born and raised down in the south side of Chicago and then moved to Aurora, which is a suburb of Chicago.
Okay.
You ever been to Milwaukee? I'm from Milwaukee.
I have taken a trip out there one time, and it was just to pass through. I never actually got to really visit anything.
Your mother, ain't nobody in your family from New York? I hear a little New York accent a little bit.
No, not at all. I'm from Chicago.
Maybe that's the Chicago. That might be the new Chicago accent.
Oh, okay.
Everyone says it too, and I don't hear it, but it's definitely all Chicago. I rep Chicago all day.
Oh, wow. That's so cool, though. I mean, I like Chicago.
It's definitely, I love it, but I wouldn't raise my son there. I love it, but I can't have my 4-year-old there.
Oh, I hear you. Yeah, like, with the violence and stuff. I totally understand. Like,
yeah.
So
I miss my hometown, though.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow, after a tough fight, the next day, what do you let it splurge on as far as eating?
After a tough fight, you know what? Actually, after every fight, as long as if it's local, I always go out and I always get either Gringos Locos, which is in downtown Orlando, or I go out and get tacos. Tacos are definitely my favorite thing, and I love a good Reese's peanut butter cookie.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you love the Reese's Buttercups.
That's definitely my go-to after a fight. And then the next day, I love a barbecue chicken pizza.
Uh-oh, she like that barbecue too.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Barbecue chicken pizza, that's my go-to. Everyone knows I don't eat regular pizza.
Yeah, we gotta get you that barbecue down from St. Pete too. Yeah,
I love anything barbecue. I could go out to a restaurant. If the barbecue don't taste good, I won't eat there. I'm like, that's not the place for me.
Wow.
All right, so we got Clarence McLean, and he says Chi-Town. And he says Chi-Town is a baby New York all day. And he says, "Hey, Shamara."
I don't know about a baby New York. Chicago's got its own flavor. We got our own pizza.
Yeah.
Attitudes are very similar.
Argument about who got the best pizza because he's from New York.
Listen, I've been to New York. I love New York. I am a huge fan, but Chicago's deep dish pizza is just something about the sauce and the cheese and the way it just sits in there. I love it. You can't get better than Chicago deep dish.
Wow.
Okay. Now, don't y'all start because he's gonna come back and be like,
I know. All New York people will.
The best. Okay, so I got a fan here, Ivan Antonio Roble Ruiz. I can't pronounce what he said. I'm scared to pronounce it because I see something that says Major Amigos. So I don't want to say that, but thanks for joining us tonight. And then we got Clarence McClain again. See, he did it. He did it, Shamara. He says we do best pizza, hands down. See?
You know,
I
once you get a
told you.
Chicago and New Yorker started.
I told you. I knew it was coming. So, okay, let's get into some other great news. Okay. How do you feel about Javante Tank Davis's performance this last weekend?
I had actually just did a podcast previously before he was gonna fight, and I have to say I've seen Davis fight, and I was never impressed with him. There wasn't anything that really stood out to me about him, but I have to say this fight I was astonished. I was like, he came in, he looked super focused. You could definitely tell there was just something different about the way he came into the ring, the way he fought, and I have to say he definitely earned my respect.
Okay, that's good. I mean, from a boxer to a boxer, I'm sure you know the things to look for, especially that ring walk can tell it all as to how confident someone is, or if they're like, I don't know how this gonna go.
Yeah, Davis definitely surprised me, and that knockout punch, because it was an uppercut, but it wasn't. It was beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
And what about Santa Cruz's performance? How did you feel about that?
I mean, I thought he was doing fairly well. And honestly, I'm a huge fan of Santa Cruz. I always have been. I feel like he's a very tough fighter. But you know, at the end of the day, all it takes is one punch to end the night.
Right.
And
And that's
unfortunately,
exactly
that was
what
that
happened.
punch.
I mean, he took some ferocious punches before that one, and it seems like it's the punch you don't see that lands you completely out. So,
and one thing you have to say about Mexican fighters, and I've always said this, Mexican fighters are so tough. You could hit them with a freaking sledgehammer and they are not going down. It's just something in their blood. You got a Mexican fighter, you know you are in for a tough night.
And is that with the females too?
I have not actually fought a Mexican fighter yet. I've fought different fighters, but I've not ran across a Mexican fighter yet, surprisingly.
Okay. Well, I mean, you better call us up and let us know about that once you do, because
I will let you know.
I know for you to be like, girl, it's them too.
I would definitely love to know that, because I've fought different people, but I know as far as the males, even my significant other, he's half Mexican, and you could hit that guy with a freaking brick and he's not going down.
Wow.
Oh boy, now we got Carlos. He's talking about New Jersey pizza.
Oh gosh,
you have
I've
really
never had New Jersey
tomorrow.
pizza.
You're
hungry.
He said deep dish Chicago thin crust, New Jersey. New York with them big ass slices.
That is true. First time I went to New York and I had their pizza, I was like, what is this?
Let's see. Oh, John says, I'll give it to Chicago deep dish.
Yeah, I like him.
Oh my goodness. And then Carlos says he was definitely more composed, fought beautifully than dumb ass wanna hit and run allegedly. Uh-oh. Yes, thank you for adding that allegedly, because I don't want to get sued by nobody, okay? I like allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah.
But you know something about it, and I always say something about fighters is after they win a big fight, you really have to. I feel like you really got to watch them, especially the younger crowd, because they go out and I see it all the time. They go out and they party and just do dumb stuff.
Celebrate.
They possibly sabotage your career.
Start celebrating and can't stop. Like.
Yeah. So. Oh man.
Okay, Clarence says Shamara Woods looks like she should have been a singer. Oh wow!
Can you sing, Shamara? Can you sing?
I can't sing to save my life.
Oh.
Oh, he got it wrong, Clarence. He was trying to force you to sing in a minute. Watch, that's where it was going.
You don't want to hear me sing.
Everybody, I know, right? Okay, so I mean, how old are you? I didn't get.
I'm 24.
24. Okay.
I was going to ask you, Shamara, what age did you get into boxing, and what made you get into boxing?
So there's a long history behind that. I actually got into boxing when I was 14 years old. I moved down here from Chicago And you know, I never really got into fights in Chicago. It was when I came down to the South that I had a very hard time adjusting. I went to school out here, and school was just very hard. I couldn't get along with the people. So I was fighting a lot in school. And honestly, my grandparents suggested that I get into a sport, and I picked boxing. And the minute I walked in the gym, I just absolutely fell in love with it. I fell in love with the training.
Oh,
Oh,
It's been my passion.
cool.
Uh,
I'm
my
gonna say, when did you fall in love with boxing? So I guess it's right there at that very first
Right.
moment.
Yeah, the minute I put gloves on and started hitting the bag, it became my passion. And I started competing when I was 17. My first fight was actually a Muay Thai fight. So people don't know that. People don't
wow.
know, but I actually have an extensive background in kickboxing and Muay Thai. I've competed at IKF, but I always went back to boxing. It's my love. I absolutely love it.
Combat sports, baby. You all over it.
Yeah, I did a little bit of everything, but boxing is my first love, and you know, it's the only thing that I've always went back to.
Shamara, so you about to turn pro soon, right?
Yeah, we're looking. We're looking. I don't want to release any info too much yet because me and my team are still talking about it, but we are looking to turn pro. You can definitely expect in 2021.
So
Okay.
you're gonna come back on and announce it with Boxing PlayHouse,
Yeah,
right?
definitely will.
'Cause we would love that.
The
Yeah.
minute I find out, I'll definitely reach out and let everyone know. And you
So
guys,
who is your current favorite female boxer?
I have to say I have a few different ones. I really love watching Heather Hardy fight. I think she's a
Okay.
great person as well. I love
Mhm.
Versus Shields, even though she's definitely out of my weight class. But when I see a fighter, I have a favorite fighter. It's not just in the ring; it's what they do outside the ring that I look at, and that means a lot to me because as women, we are really big role models to younger women, to younger generations. So I like to see, women that can fight and also do stuff outside the ring. So Heather Hardy is definitely one of the big ones I like watching. Clarissa Shields, and then Jessica. I believe it's Miss Cow. She's out of Chicago, and I've met her trainer.
Yeah.
I love.
Uh-huh.
She's a
Yes.
beast.
The new champion, the new unified champion.
Yes, I
um,
love.
Now, this weekend on the card for the Hall of Fame tomorrow night, we have Kaylee Reese versus Candy Wyatt.
I'm actually.
So we gotta know. Oh, you said okay, but it's a WBA title on the line. So um, Kaylee, she's like the veteran. She's the experienced one.
Mm-hmm.
And she's had championship level fights before. She is the actual champion
Okay.
of, I think she said 4 championship titles already. Um, she's fought Brackus. She's also fought Hammer in her career.
Wow.
You can't tell, but she's had some close fights. Whereas if she wasn't in Germany, you see what I'm saying? She had some close fights for sure. But then Candy, she's like undisputed. So, I mean, not undisputed, I'm sorry. She's undefeated. So, I think that's going to be an amazing fight.
Main event.
Yes, on the Dibella card, the Dibella portion of the card. So, that's the fight that I'd like to see if you can maybe catch at some point.
It's always interesting to see a veteran fight, especially someone is the girl that she's fighting a little bit younger.
Yeah.
It's see that because there's always that when somebody is a veteran, that their experience plays a little bit more in that win versus somebody that maybe hasn't had that experience. But then again,
Mhm.
you also have that new person that's hungrier sometimes. So it's definitely a play by play. I definitely love to see that fight.
Yeah, it's going to be good. And also, Taz is going to be on the card too. So, I mean, we're expecting to see her take a win and move on from this fight and, possibly get something a little, more competitive as
Yeah,
she goes up. So, it's just exciting to me that we have all these female fighting cards
definitely.
because I think people are finally realizing, like, hey, these ladies are bringing it.
Yeah.
To have 3 women, three female fights on a pro card, that's definitely amazing to see.
Yes, absolutely. And it's going to be televised, and it's going to be pay-per-view. A portion of it's going to be pay-per-view, like 1999.
Awesome.
But then after that is over, it's the Hall of Fame weekend, and we actually got some females being inducted this year for media and fighting, like Bonnie Canino out of Miami.
Yeah,
Canino, yes. So that's going to be exciting to see too.
that is awesome.
Okay, so my next question is one of my final questions for you tonight. Is girl, what is going on with AB now?
With who? And
AB.
Andre Broner?
Yes, you didn't see him
I-
in the courtroom.
You know, the thing about Andre Broner, and I feel like he's a very talented fighter, but the thing about him is I feel like he came up way too fast. Especially when you pull somebody out of the type of area that he was in and the environment that he was in, and you give like that much money and you don't give them any life coaching, it's bound. Honestly, he's picking
True. That's very true. I mean, there was we have a resident boxing referee and judge here from Florida, and he actually was trying to pass legislation where boxers would go through a class when they apply for their professional license and stuff. And I thought it was a great idea.
Yes.
But he's still in the process of trying to get it. But there again, it would just be for the state of Florida. But it would be a great thing to have them have money management courses and also learn the business of where all their check is going, in these bouts.
You know, and a lot of us that fight, we're coming up from, some of us come from better backgrounds, some of us are coming up from nothing, and so take somebody like that and you give them a bunch of money, don't with that stuff. Get into drugs, they get into partying, and there's no one to guide them.
Absolutely. And with that being said, that legislation was coming from our Florida resident referee and judge Christopher Young. And he does have a book that's out right now. And as one of our sponsors, we want to make sure that we tell everybody about his book on Amazon. And it's basically, it describes, what's going on in boxing, the rounds, how a round is judged. So like it's gonna give our audience and our fan base some information that sometimes we need, because we'll think somebody won a fight and then come to find out they had two good rounds and the rest of the rounds went for the legitimate winner.
Yeah.
Like they robbed Sonny yesterday.
Yes, and they messed up Sonny yesterday because Dubison, that's one of our Sarasota, Tampa Bay type fighters in our area. He was on the PPC card last night, and he won his fight, but the judges saw it differently, apparently. But we're still a little salty about that one.
Yeah, you never, and my coach always tells me you never know what the judge is looking for. You don't know if they're looking for you to push the pace. You don't and it's just so hard sometimes, especially when you won the fight and to have the other opponents be called. I've been there, numerous times, where it's just like, man, I know I won that, and they over there looking like they just got beat up, and you're fine, and you're like, how y'all think she won? So I understand.
I know it's tough. John says I am a judge for a IKF kickboxing too. Oh, so he does kickboxing tournaments as well. That's pretty cool.
I fought over there for Disney. They had a tournament in Disney back when I think I was 18. I fought in that.
Cool. And let's see, you got Carlos Morales, multiple division Barica champ.
Boricua. Freaking.
I am terrible. I look Spanish, but I'm not. Like, it's terrible.
Yeah, Boricua is just a Puerto Rican.
Okay. So then we got he says Adrian Love.
I think Shamara said Andre Broner. I think he was trying to correct Shamara.
Oh,
I think you said Andre Broner. I think Shamara.
Adrian?
Yeah, and I think he's trying to correct what Adrian.
Oh, Adrian
what
Love.
Shamara said.
Oh, okay, Adrian.
He's saying Adrian Love.
It's AB. Everybody know it's AB now.
Shamara, I had a couple friends wanted to know if you were single.
I am actually with somebody. I've been with this person for a while, and he does fight as well.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Sorry, guys. She's off the
Sorry.
market.
Unfortunately, yes, I am.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, that's the Playhouse part. It's still Boxing PlayHouse. And then John, he agrees with us that fight and those damn judges. And see, he's a judge. He should know. He knows that they was full of BS.
Yeah. Always.
And then Carlos, let's see, he says Amanda Serrano, multiple division champion. Amanda Serrano, yes.
She's a great fighter. They're Puerto Rican. They're very well known in the Puerto Rican community. They're amazing fighters. Honestly, I have a lot of respect for them.
Yes, the sisters. And sometimes she had to float over to MMA too. I mean, to get the bigger paydays.
And MMA honestly does not pay as maybe as a woman, but as a man, boxing pays way more than MMA.
Right. I think it has to do with her having that established name too, and they pay her to go over there. But Amanda Serrano is an amazing boxer. And on top of that, I'm kind of glad that she didn't go through with that Katie Taylor fight right now. I mean, she stuck to her guns and was like, no, where's my coin?
Yeah.
And she didn't let them, coach her into a situation where she knew she wasn't getting her value. So,
yeah, woman fighter.
Shamara, would you ever consider bare knuckles?
I am dying to fight in the bare knuckle fight.
What? Uh-oh, don't say it now, girl, because you know we got somebody on speed dial.
We got some bare knuckle people in the house here, don't we?
Well, we're gonna have Kevin Smith, of course, and
once I go pro,
Boss Baby.
Oh yeah, Boss Baby Management. They do a lot with them too. And Smith Brothers Combat Sports, they also have a management company. They started
that with no hesitation.
You really did. Like, this is what you thought about.
And I've seen it since the minute I saw it come out, because I'm watching MMA. I don't like kicks or anything like that. So when I saw bare knuckle fighting and it's just hands, I was like, I think I'm destined to fight in that. It's definitely one of my biggest goals. And I definitely know I'd take out all the women in that category.
Uh-oh, Christine, she coming after you, girl.
Tomorrow, tough girl, man. Damn.
I mean, that's super tough. I mean, and I hear they paying too. Yeah, so now I lost question. Say that again.
You got to be the baddest of the bad to fight in that, and I definitely want to prove it.
You're right about that. There's little tricks to the trades too, as far as not getting your hands broke all up too.
Yeah.
That they know about. So here's the thing. My last question for tonight, unless you have something to add.
Oh, Shamara, you think you'll ever move back to Chicago?
With my son right now, no, because of his age. Honestly, I do have aspirations to buy a house out in Chicago and have a house in Florida and have a house in New York and be able to travel, especially when I'm in camp. So I can't say no. And I can't say, yeah, there's always a possibility, and you never know what path, you're going to be led down. So.
Right.
That's very true. Okay. So my last question for the night is, Shamara.
Yes.
Do you love Boxing PlayHouse?
I do. I absolutely love coming.
Yay! All right. Well, we love you right back. Yes. We can't wait to see you soon at one of these cards in the area here. It seems to be heating up a lot. And this weekend, TNK Boxing is teamed up with Dibella Entertainment, which loves female boxers, apparently. So we got to get you here.
That first fight, when you have your first fight, we want to be there.
What are you talking about? I'm finna tell TNK right now they need to have her first professional bout with TNK.
Right. Yeah, what's Tito at?
Tito, we're gonna call him over here in a minute.
Thank
you so much for joining us tonight.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Of course. Thanks for having me, guys.
Absolutely, anytime. And please keep in touch with us and let us know your plans.
Of course. Thank you, guys. Have a great night.
You have a great night too, but we need to know your social media handles so everybody can follow you.
You can find me on Facebook at Shamara Woods, or you can find me on Instagram by my fight name, Pure Perfection _
Ooh.
Okay.
Pure perfection. You guys heard it here.
Perfection.
And you know you can't forget that. So I need all of you guys to go over to IG right now and do perfect perfection. Shamara Woods. Thank you so much for your time tonight.
All right, Shamara. You
Great
take it easy. Appreciate it.
All right, guys. So what we have for you was Shamara Woods. What a beautiful person.
Definitely. Inside and out.
Inside and out. She was gorgeous. And we can't wait to hear about her professional bout debut. Hopefully it's coming to Tampa Bay soon. And just so you know, you can find Boxing PlayHouse here at the St. Petersburg Marriott Clearwater on Roosevelt Boulevard all weekend long, starting with tomorrow's Florida Boxing Hall of Fame Fight Night, which is going to be hosted by T&K Boxing Promotions and Dibella Entertainment. And we need you to go ahead and follow us on boxingplayhouse.com, Boxing PlayHouse, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and IG. It's all Boxing PlayHouse. We're going to have coverage all weekend long.
Right there.
Oh, yeah. See our logo right there?
Dibella.
All weekend long. We're going to have coverage if you can't make it, but we would love to see you here in person. So make sure you go ahead and get your tickets from T&K Boxing's page. They have their own Eventbrite with tomorrow night's fight if you haven't got your ticket yet, or you can see one of the boxers about purchasing a ticket. It's limited space because we still are doing our social distancing, which is a good thing, but we want to see you here. So if you can't make it Friday, you got Saturday for the hand casting of the Hall of Famers, and you also got that evening, which is going to be the nice dinner. And then Sunday is the actual induction ceremony where they get their rings. So make sure you come out at some point during the weekend and show your support for those past and present Hall of Famers, as well as the boxers that's on the card tomorrow night. Until then, yes.
Sponsors. Holler at our sponsors.
Yes, please holler at our sponsors.
No, I'm telling you to shout now.
Okay. It's making it happen. Marion Moody Detailing Service. They're mobile. They're on the go. Give Marion Moody a call, and you can find him on Facebook as well, or you can inbox us if you need somebody to clean out that Rona and everything going on in your car. Right. And then we have Brittany M. Photography, which she is so ready to help you with all of your graphic and digital needs, everything technical. She's there for you. And then we also have Home Health Care, which is Roxy Spate, and she is going to be doing healthy home care for you, where you get all the herbal and the supplements and the things that you need or your family, your parents need from home. And then we have Christopher Young, who has his book on Amazon, which we posted earlier for you guys to find. We'll have the link to him soon, or during broadcast, we'll post his link on our pages. Is there anybody I missed?
I think you covered it all.
Except for T&K Boxing Promotions. So that's our last sponsor. And you can sign up for their page as well and get more details on the fights coming up tomorrow night through their event section. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next week on Boxing PlayHouse After Dark series.